Sam Bankman Fried is going to jail. That's right. He has violated the terms of his bail, and it looks like he has been doing some witness tampering with this as well. So we have new details here from apnews.com. What I'm referring to, I will have this article link down in the description below if you want to see what other stories that are going on out there through them as well. This is huge news. Now, just to get you guys caught up to speed in case you don't know the backstory behind this guy and why this is so important to the world of crypto, this guy, Sam Bankman Fried, was the head of a cryptocurrency trading platform known as FTX. This was one of the top cryptocurrency exchanges that exists out there. They also had their own token, the FTT token, and lo and behold, last year, there were some shenanigans. They didn't manage their books properly, and lo and behold, boom, things tanked. And when I say that they tanked, it was catastrophic. It had ripples across the whole cryptosphere. Bitcoin dropped down, tons of other tokens dropped down, caused a lot of other companies to enter into bankruptcy phases as well, and just a lot of utter collapse financially for these individuals. And so he got arrested. He was actually over in the Bahamas. They then extradited him back over here to the United States to await his trial. He then got out on bail for a massive amount of money. Now, the terms of the bail, he was then going to be stuck at house arrest at his parents' home. At one point, there was the NBA playoffs, and he's over there on the internet fooling around with some things and seemed like he was getting into a bit of trouble there. Really raises the question of, like, why do you need to go and watch on the internet? He was using a VPN. Why do you need to use a VPN to go watch the NBA playoffs? I watched it on local TV. So there's that, right? Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the article and see what they have to say here. So, FTX founder Sam Bankman Fried jailed in New York. Judge says crypto mogul tampered with witnesses. FTX founder Sam Bankman Fried was sent to jail Friday to await trial after a bail hearing for the fallen cryptocurrency whiz left the judge convinced that he had repeatedly tried to influence witnesses against him. So not just one time. This happened on a reoccurring basis, guys. Multiple times. The U.S. District Judge Louis A. Kaplan, big name there. Many of you guys may recognize his name associated with former President Donald Trump. And so U.S. District Judge Louis A. Kaplan ordered Bankman Fried's bail revoked after prosecutors said he tried to harass a key witness in his fraud case last month when he showed a journalist her private writings, and in January when he reached out to the general counsel for FTX with an encrypted communication. His lawyers insisted he shouldn't be jailed for trying to protect his reputation against a barrage of unfavorable news stories. Kaplan said he had concluded there was probable cause to believe Bankman Fried had tried to, quote, tamper with witnesses at least twice since his December arrest. So at least 2 times. A defense lawyer said an appeal of the incarceration order would be filed and asked for an immediate stay of the order. The 31-year-old has been under house arrest at his parents' home in Palo Alto, California, since his December extradition from the Bahamas on charges that he defrauded investors in his businesses and illegally diverted millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency from customers using his FTX exchange. So this bail amount, this is massive, guys. Like I was saying earlier, Bankman Fried's $250 million bail package severely restricts his internet and phone usage. So $250 million for this guy's bail, even though he still had to go do house arrest. Also taken into consideration, when they do these bail amounts, you don't pay the thing in full, but still we're talking about a lot of money regardless. 2 weeks ago, prosecutors surprised Bankman Fried's attorneys by demanding his incarceration, saying he violated those rules by giving the New York Times the private writings of Caroline Ellison, his former girlfriend and the ex-CEO of Alameda Research, a cryptocurrency trading hedge fund that was one of his businesses. And this is a little bit interesting here, in my opinion. They're saying that she was his girlfriend. Now, I understand that there's stories about them having been very intimate together, but as far as being an official relationship, I don't know if I've seen that before. Maybe other people have, but I found that to be a little bit interesting there. So, this goes on to say, prosecutors maintained he was trying to sully her reputation and influence prospective jurors who might be summoned for his October trial. Ellison pleaded guilty in December to criminal charges carrying a potential penalty of 110 years in prison. She has agreed to testify against Bankman Fried as part of a deal that could lead to a more lenient sentence. Bankman Fried's lawyers argued he probably failed in a quest to defend his reputation because the article cast Ellison in a sympathetic light. They also said prosecutors exaggerated the role Bankman Fried had in the article. They said prosecutors were trying to get their client locked up by offering evidence consisting of innuendo, speculation, and scant facts. Since prosecutors made their detention requests, Kaplan has imposed a gag order, barring public comments by people participating in the trial, including Bankman Fried. David McCraw, a lawyer for The Times, had written to the judge, noting the First Amendment implications of any blanket gag order, as well as public interest in Ellison and her cryptocurrency trading firm. Ellison confessed to a central role in a scheme defrauding investors of billions of dollars that went undetected, McGraw said. It is not surprising that the public wants to know more about who she is and what she did, and that news organizations would seek to provide to the public timely, pertinent, and fairly reported information about her, as the Times did in its story, McGraw said. Okay, so that's the end of the article there. We are likely going to be hearing more information here in the near future on what is going on with Sam Bankman-Fried, because this is big breaking news. So again, a very prominent face in the crypto sphere, Sam Bankman-Fried, very, very infamous at this point. A lot of people having their money be jeopardized or lost because of the actions and decisions, or indecisions, I should also say, that he did, as well as with Caroline and their mismanagement of all this money. It's really sad. It's really, really sad for all the victims, not for them. I mean, they're reaping what they sowed. So let's see how things continue to progress. There's the latest news on what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. And if you are new to the channel, you want to see more cryptocurrency related news and reviews, I would love it if you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. Double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com and SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support as well. And we'll see you in the next episode.